Good morning, everybody. How are you doing? We pull the chat up here. We've got Carrie is in the house. Jesus, Mary Catherine, Copper Kettle, Crystal. How are you guys doing this morning? Am I missing anybody? Rebecca, how are you doing this morning? So this morning I was sitting there, we had it set up, and I realized, man, my camera looks hazy, and I'm like, oh crap. So I grabbed one of the lens cleaners, I cleaned that, so that's why I was a little bit late starting, because I didn't want y'all to have to look through haze. We're going to get a couple things going real quick, and then we can chit chat a minute. First of all, I've got some center cut dry cured bacon, and I'm going to put it on my racks here. I like this for air frying simply because they fit on the trays better. I'm assuming you can get this anywhere. I bought it at HEB. So get this going, and then we're going to get our pasta going. This is just a really simple summer salad. I know it probably feels like all I'm doing is salads right now, but for some reason that's what I'm into, and they're good in the spring and summer, so we're doing a lot of salad videos. I think people just like lighter food in the spring and summer. I know in Southeast Texas, minus the last few days that Mother Nature has tried to drown us to death, it's already getting hot. It's already getting into the 90s. Dang fly. You know, when you plant your garden right next to your house like apartment, yeah, it brings in the house flies. That we have a cat who likes us to open the door up so he can sit on the patio.
Because he thinks he's special.
Because he thinks he's special. All right, we're going to get this in the air fryer real quick. And then we'll get the pasta going over here. I love cooking bacon in the air fryer. Man, it makes it such an easy thing to do. $400 for about 13 minutes. The last rack I'll probably cook for a couple more minutes. Let me wash my hands real quick. And we'll get the pasta going. All right. Back here in my stock pot, I'm going to turn that on high, and I'm adding 3.5 cups of chicken stock. I'm just using box broth. If you have your own, feel free to use it. I need to make some stock up, but I had bought a bunch of it on sale or something here a while back, and I've got a ton of the box chicken broth. So, all right, let me catch up with everybody. Where's Donald? Where is Donald? Donald, is he still asleep? Tell him I said go get his butt up.
He got home at 3:30.
Oh, okay. Now, then that's understandable. All right. We're going to chop some tomatoes, cherry tomatoes, in half. You wouldn't have to. You could throw them in whole if you wanted to, but I like putting a little bit of a dice on them. Not a dice, I guess just cutting them in half. So has it been rainy where you're at? It is. Last week we got like 8 inches here in Conroe. And then we've got a tropical storm coming in. Or tropical depression. I don't think it ever made the actual storm status, but we were having tornadoes all around us. We didn't get any here. We got some, I guess what, Wednesday night, we had a storm come through that the cells themselves were tornadic. I don't think we got a tornado here, though there was a bunch of downed trees and
I think we got a bunch of straight line winds.
we got a bunch of straight line winds. It beat the crap out of one of my tomato plants pretty good. I've got it redneck tied up out there because I can't find any tomato cages. I cut myself there for a minute. Sorry, I'm trying to pay attention so I don't cut any digits off while I do these tomatoes. There is a hack you can do with 2 lids, and I've done it and I like it, but I always tend to go back to just cutting them in half. I'm probably not going to use all these tomatoes, but all right. The pasta I'm using is bow tie pasta. If I can speak English today, it's bow tie pasta. It's the mini. I was going to use panini. I thought I had some, but I didn't. And because I had this, I didn't want to just go out and spend more money unnecessarily. So this is what we're going to go with. I'm going to drop it back here in my chicken box. It's about a half a box. Oh, Keith, we didn't get any tongs or anything out. Okay, stir this around just a little. And it doesn't have a ton of liquid in it. So hopefully the goal is the pasta soaks up all the chicken stock. So, yeah, please be sure and hit those thumbs up when you come in because that does help. My last live that I did pasta on got over 1,000 views. So I have thought about going in and downloading some of my lives and shortening them and editing them and putting them out as regular videos. Because I've got some good stuff out there. But I appreciate the fact that watching a live on replay is not as good as, an interactive live. So if I could kind of take out all the extra and just make it into a condensed video, I may be doing that. When I had my knee surgery, I'll have a lot of downtime to be able to do a lot of this. Speaking of, we have been filming like crazy. Because my goal is to not disrupt my regular releases on videos. Keith, will you come grab some of these, just one of these tomatoes? I want to show it. So before all the big rain the other day, I went ahead and harvested all my tomatoes. Yeah, because I didn't want them to get water split. I didn't realize how many tomatoes I actually had. And I still left some out on the vine.
You see them?
Yeah.
19.
19 tomatoes sitting in my windowsill ripening right now. And like I said, and there's still more
Growing on the vine.
growing up there. There's a ton of blooms. I'm going to do well in the tomato department this year. But that's good because I wanted to preserve some. Last year, I never really had enough to actually preserve. I mean, if I had froze every single one of that, I could have done a decent deal. But we wanted, or I did, me and Kendra did, wanted to eat them too. I did have my first tomato sandwich the other day. Well, it was a BLT. That's what kind of inspired this. Was my very first tomato. Let me tell you what, I don't care what they say. You know, Jess from Roots and Refuge was totally right. You know, homegrown tomatoes taste better. All right, I've got some basil here. We're going to go ahead and give that. This come out of my garden. I just picked it. You know, I have to admit, picking my own herbs and all that, that's so satisfying, you know? It's, hey, Howie, how are you, hon? Thanks for joining us this morning. And I love basil. Basil's probably my favorite go-to herb, especially in something like a salad. Yup. All right, I'm going to take these, kind of pile them up. Roll them. And then we're just going to give them a thin slice. I'm going to check this pasta back here. All right, got that going. Let's check the pasta. Almost. I'm going to switch this bacon real quick. All right. This is going to come together pretty quick, guys. Got that going. Pasta. All right. Oh. Oh. I can't wait till I have chickens. I do have, I don't know how much I've talked to on here about it. My mom and dad had one chicken. She was a pet chicken. They called her Midnight. She was a total black. What did we say it was?
Huh?
Mom and dad's chicken. What
Oh, I
breed?
don't remember.
But she was totally black. She almost a dark. You could see almost blue in her too. I mean, she was gorgeous. And my dad, they were fixing to actually get another chicken from the neighbor who gave them Midnight. And my dad had just bought some chicken netting, poultry netting, the whole 9 yards. They got up the other morning. She survived the Texas winter thing, Snowmageddon. She survived all that. Got up the other morning, went out there, and something got her. Got in her nesting box and had ate part of her. So Dad put up a trail cam, and sure enough, it was a raccoon. So he set out a trap, caught the raccoon. Y'all have to understand my dad. He's a country boy, and I love him for that. I'm a country girl, so he said, I took him behind the barn. I gave him a fair trial and a speedy execution. And I was like, good for you, Daddy. Because this chicken was their pet. He would follow Daddy all over the yard. She would jump, do tricks for him. I mean, it was ridiculous. Of course, my mother was just devastated. Oh, I should have put up the little donkey picture. I'll show you all that next week. The neighbor just got a mini donkey named Jasper that mom is already spoiling because she takes it carrots and all kinds of treats. All right. Pasta is almost there. Yep. It could take it just a second or two more. I think we're going to have it. I don't want it to stick. Now, cooking your pasta in that little of the liquid, it'll absorb all of your liquid. I'm looking for my pot right out here. Bacon should be pretty close to being ready. Oh. Yeah, we're good. All right. Gonna bring our pasta over here, and then hog glasses. To that, while there's still a little bit of liquid left in here, I'm gonna add some spinach. About half a bag. We're gonna also add some butter. Give this a stir. If I need more spinach once this kind of wilts down, then we'll and you could chop the spinach up if you wanted to. I'm just leaving it whole because it's going to wilt in this hot pasta. I'm also adding in a little bit of butter. You could leave the butter out if you didn't want it in there. Bacon ought to be pretty dang close. Yeah, I'll let it finish, but I'm going to give it about another 2 minutes. I'm cooking it a little crispier than I would if I was eating it just straight. So, all right, we're going to give this toss and this. Let your spinach wilt up. Then we're going to transfer it to another bowl so you'll be able to see what I'm doing here. Do our seasonings. Now, I've seen this salad done a couple of ways. Some people eat it as a cold. This is intended to be more of a warm salad. Oh, you know what I forgot to get out, Keith?
Right.
The red onions. Let's see. Do I have any?
Yeah, there's red onion in there.
Where are? Oh, and the cheese.
Here's a bunch of red onion in there.
Come find them for me. The red onion. I'm gonna add in while it's still hot.
Never fails, I have to help do something.
Of course. I got some Parmesan cheese. It's Parmigiano. Is that how you say it? Yeah. We're gonna add that. Now, you could also add an avocado, and if I was making it just for me, I would probably add an avocado. I need my wooden spoon, please. I'm sorry. I know. Some red onions. If you don't like onions, leave them out. We just like onions, so I'm going. Huh? Do what? It may be. Just give me a spoon. It's fine. Salt, pepper, garlic, and a little bit of cayenne. Huh? Oops. All right, bacon is ready. Let's get it over here and get it cut. Yeah, let me put this on a paper plate real quick, guys. I'm sorry. Yes.
Make sure you shout out Crystal so she can get her hours.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Let me get back over here.
Howie said he's running her.
I am too. We both are running you, Crystal. But my friend Crystal here at Copper Kettle Farms. You know, Crystal is probably one of my dearest friends in the entire world. She is so stinking close to getting monetized, guys. If you could let her channel run in the background. She's got a lot of lives, so that helps, you know. Just let it run. We have been both running it constantly, so let my bacon cool off just a sec so I can handle it. All right, we're gonna go ahead and add in our basil and tomatoes. Well, that bacon is cooling just a touch. And this salad doesn't have a dressing on it. But it's got a lot of flavor because we cooked the pasta in that chicken broth, and then we've salt and peppered it well. You also could put some like oregano on it, and then we put the salty cheese. So, and I'll probably in the bacon. I mean, come on, right? We are going to cut up our bacon. I'll start with that. Bacon makes it all better. Now, if you wanted to go back and I saw them with ranch dressing on them and mayonnaise dressing. You could do whatever you wanted. You know, BLT sandwich has mayo on it. Well, if I make it, it does. Not necessarily if my husband eats it. Then he's just eating bacon toast. Because he don't want the tomatoes either. Though you like cherry tomatoes, right?
For the most part.
All right, let's cut the rest. I am cutting this bacon in pretty big chunks, but I like a big chunk of bacon, you know. So Teresa over at Stringfield Ridge sent out to her members newsletters. I think they're going to be monthly, right, Crystal?
We've got Paul Munich from Germany in here.
Hey, Paul. Welcome to my channel, my friend. So for my members, I love the idea, but I'm going to do a digital one because I'm kind of a digital person. And once a month to my members, I'm going to send out a newsletter. I'm going to send out it'll come with a recipe and just updates on what's going on with us and that kind of stuff. I love the idea. And so if you were a channel member, please make sure in the community tab, send me your email, okay? And maybe I'll do a link where you can write on that. Nobody but members sees it. So, or you can email me your email address. All right, guys. I'm going to throw a little bit more of this cheese because I'm a firm believer you can't have too much cheese on nothing. So, If you would like to become a channel member, my bronze is $1.99. My most expensive one, I think, is $4.99. I didn't do expensive because I know money's tight for everybody, right? But if you'd like to become a channel member, you can join in the join button below. And it just helps my channel out because you don't make a ton of money off running ads, especially when you do short videos. You know, if I did 30-minute videos, then of course the ad revenue would be a lot better on it. But I'm not going to sit and make you watch a cooking video for 30 minutes. So if you want to join, the button's down there. You get a bowl and we'll give this little salad a try. Everything that I make on ad revenue, on super chats, on any of that stuff goes directly back into the channel. I either upgrade equipment, buy stuff that'll help the channel out. So well, that doesn't need any dressing. That is such a yummy, yummy salad. You want to come try it? That turned out really well. I'll put you a big old piece of bacon on top.
I'll try.
It's good. I don't know where you can find fault in any of it. Doesn't have avocados, don't have mayonnaise. Come over here so everybody can see you.
I've already been on camera once.
Get over here. Everybody, tell him. Everybody loves seeing him on camera, right?
No,
Yes.
don't lie. It's just the bacon so far.
You gotta taste the rest of the salad. Pretty good, isn't it? Didn't need anything?
Oops. I agree that it's pretty good.
It passed the Papa Z picky eater test. So there you go, guys. So, to recap, I've got some really good videos this week coming out. Please give them a watch. If you haven't seen the 2 I put out this week, please go watch them. And I put out a short that has gotten over 500 views. But if you haven't seen my other videos, go watch them this week. You know, when we get off here, I would sure appreciate it. It helps me out tremendously. Comment, all that fun stuff.
And run Crystal.
And run Crystal. Run Crystal. We are going to get her there before June 1st. So we got a week, basically, right? Week and a half. Run her. Let's get her there. How many hours, Crystal, did you say how many you needed?
207.
Oh, God. Come on. We can do that. 200 hours. Go watch her stuff. And thank you again for joining me today. I don't choke on the bacon. I appreciate y'all being here. Go give my videos a watch. Really appreciate it. Help.
285.
Oh, wow, Crystal. Yeah, we can get you there, girlfriend. All right. I'm going to end this now. I love you guys so much. Thank you for joining us today on Mama Z's Texas Kitchen. Members, please send me your email so I can start getting that newsletter out to you. All right. You guys have a great Saturday. Go enjoy your gardens. If it's pretty where you're at, it's raining here. So, and we will see you guys on the next video. Let me find my dilly and I'll play it.
Crystal says she's going to have her goat cam on today.
Oh, awesome, Crystal.